Hey there, everybody. This is Magnum Pi. I'm here with Teku, Golgoth of Holle, and Dark Templar, and we are Initiative 0. So glad you could join us again for Rifts, the Devouring Swarm. We are going to pick up where we left off from the last one, where we left Sir Luc and Gotrich in a coma. Not the best of places, but hey, could be worse.
I am optimistic that everything is going to work out just fine.
Cool. I'm glad you said it could be worse.
It could be. They could be dead and not in coma.
It's true.
Yeah. So, if you like what you hear on our channel, please feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit like, leave comments down below. There were a lot of great comments in the last episode. We love those. We have our Discord. People are hopping on there. Lots of questions about people wanting to start their own Rifts games and the like, and we love that sort of banter, and that's kind of why we do all this. So participate, share us out, and give us some comments, and we'd love to hear from you. Teku, Golgi, Vahilo, DT, how you guys doing?
I'm doing a lot better than Teku is.
You're not allowed to laugh. You made me go get the whiteboard. It's been a long week of trying to figure out how to unfuck all the fuckery.
I think that ultimately, I think that it's all going to work out. Things are going to look good. They're going to be fine.
Through no fault of your own?
Things are looking up.
Tell that to my conscious body.
Yeah. I didn't say that. I mean,
live from the coma ward.
Right. Things could be worse. I mean, I'm choosing to view this as an adventure in consciousness.
Or unconsciousness.
Good. Well, you've got front row seats from your position of entirely non-consciousness.
Yeah.
It's like a performance art.
Yeah. I also want to give out 2 shout-outs, by the way. The first shout-out was for some comments that were made about the correct usage of hubris, and finally recognizing the huge hubris that Sir Luc has. Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree that Luke was an example of hubris, but it was a correct use of the word hubris, which I admire.
You're just trying to farm those comments now by being oppositional.
I'm not.
Yeah.
See what I did?
I'm not trying, I'm just succeeding.
Yeah, exactly. The second one goes out to the person who thought that, or said that Sir Luc definitely would have been caught in my carpet of adhesion due to his awful role.
Okay, that's just, he made a bad roll. He made one bad. Well, okay, he makes many bad rolls.
To be fair, Sir Luc actually doesn't roll.
No.
Yeah.
No.
There's a certain amount of ownership has to be.
I was going to say, that was some deflection there.
Golgotha sucks at rolling. That's true. Actually, that's not even. I wasn't even that bad at rolling. It's just that I was. Luke was fighting a crazy.
Well, back in the day, you were pretty awesome at rolling.
That wasn't even the crazy. I'm just looking at the solid 100 to.
Yeah. Okay. How often does that ever happen?
1 in 100.
I feel like you now have a skill in wearing clogs because of your massive wooden shoes.
You should take dance. I think you actually have dance.
You actually?
Is he the Lord of the Dance?
I'm not Lord of the Dance. I'm not Irish.
Where's your skills?
I move my arms.
Does he have dance?
He's trained in flapping.
No, but you should take dance. You should take dance.
What will that give me?
Tap. It'll give you
a
tap.
Brand new way to
and pizzazz.
Roll 100.
I prefer jazz. I want to do jazz.
Oh, well,
jazz hands.
Just the hands. It's all about the feet, man. It's all about the feet.
Yeah.
Anyway, some other stats, just for those who have been following along and keeping track. Turns out crazies can dodge when being attacked from behind and at range if they can hear the attack coming. And they can hear those throwing stones that Portland has because they sound like a cannonball moving through the air, which is this kind of humming sound. People hear cannonballs, or did back when cannonballs were used. Anyway, he could have dodged, but given the bonuses that Portland should have had, he should have been able to add his physical prowess bonus to that, which would have given him a total of +6. He rolled a 19. That's a 25. Given the ranged penalties to dodge, the crazy would have had to roll a natural 20, and so the crazy did not dodge and was hit. But we should remember all those penalties and or bonuses for the future. The other thing is that through the magic of accounting errors and rules, Portland is actually not at 1 PPE, he's at 49 PPE. So we have those corrections to put in there. But otherwise, you guys are, you've just floated Sir Luc in through a window there, Portland. And Senate, you've just finished with Gotrich. And getting saved versus coma and death, I think. He gets to make that save still.
Oh, he does, yeah.
Yeah.
I opened the window and dragged Luke in by the hair.
That's right, and bring him over to the other bed, I'm assuming.
Am I there yet, or no?
You're on your way up. Yeah.
Okay.
And, of course, outside are these 8 guys, one of which is Red, who is coming up. He kind of was on your side of the road sort of thing, but there's 2 groups, really, of 4 guys that are there that have converged on the broken glass from where Gotrich went through a door, and all of the mess there and all of the, astonished crowd and everything like that. And they see this floating Sir Luc basically draw attention to exactly where you guys are in the room above. And yeah, so Gotrich, why don't you give us a save versus coma and death? You are effectively at a hospital, given the fact that Senate used psychic surgery on you last time.
All right, here we go. Save versus coma and death.
Yeah.
I'm in a hospital.
There you go, 1 success. So you can do that every hour. And Sir Luc, eventually somebody will give you the medical attention that you need to save versus coma and death. Apparently that's the other thing that I read through the rules. And you can heal all the points you want, but if you're in coma and death, you still need to make a save versus coma and death twice out of 3 possible attempts in order to come out of coma. Otherwise you die. So your body is healed up, but the trauma that impacted your brain could result in death here. So they're not out of the woods yet. But the door opens to an invisible person who closes it behind him as Portland enters the room there, Senate.
Hey.
Well, I mean, that between the 2 things, one coming in the window and one invisibly coming in the door, probably peed just a little.
Cool.
So I'm like, hey, it's me.
Yeah, that's pretty on brand for you.
Yeah.
Quick question. What in the unholy fuck?
I found him beaten up in an alley, really, really bad. I brought him back from the brink.
And I'll kind of lean over him and give him a couple smacks to the cheek and be like, well, I mean, he's not dead, but he's not really. Ugh.
Yeah, I had to take care of the crazy, or he was, it was bad.
And I'm going to do the slow look up, and for clarity's sake, what does take care of the crazy mean? Because
he's a paint stain.
So that's why. Okay, so that explains the militia in the street.
No, that's probably not what it explains. That they were definitely fighting in the back and.
No. I mean the whole. I mean, the townsfolk were saying Gotrich got into it with them, and Luke apparently got into it with them, and.
Yep. He didn't see me. No one saw me. I was invisible.
I mean, I've never seen a cannonball act tactfully, but on this one, I gotta say, good for you.
They don't know I have cannonballs either. But, I do what I had to do. He was in bad shape. I brought him back. Our problem outside is going to be our problem inside in a second. But I need to tell you something before this gets crazy.
Okay.
See there.
I mean, standing upright, hands on hips. You mean crazier?
Yeah. You remember Red?
Redhead.
Yeah. Okay.
Good with fire. Possible rapist.
Yeah. Anyways, fun at parties. Yeah. Exactly. Anyways, him. He's not necessarily cool with what's going on in the city. This is what I meant to tell you when he finally got back here before all this other stuff happened, is he informed me that there are some people here that are unhappy with how things are being run, including himself. And there's some possible dissenters. We might be able to use that to our advantage here, because we are really going to need every advantage we get.
While I want to listen to what you're saying, I also assume you're doing this on purpose, because you've already gone with, before things get crazy, referring to the dead crazy, and you made a comment about cool when referring to a guy that uses pyromancy, and I can't get away from those things. But no, I've got it. Okay, so there's cracks in their line. That's good. I don't know that helps us in a street fight in the middle of the road here.
Let's not street fight then.
I mean, I could take one, one handily if they're not paying attention.
Let's not fight. I don't think we can take on these guys.
Oh, I don't think we can either, but
we can probably show the townsfolk that maybe are unhappy that things are not as good as it seems. Maybe when more people will rally to our cause.
Well, I think we've already done that by taking out basically their left hand.
Fair enough, but what I'm getting at is like a full frontal with these guys, we're going to die.
No, that's insane.
No way. Yeah, we're not doing
it. I'm not seeing many other ways out, and I don't see us talking our way out of this either.
We might. We could be able to talk our ways out. We don't know yet, but I know things seem pretty dire right now, but we got to start thinking real quick here, or we're in deep shit.
And with that, there's a knock on the door.
I'll get it.
Are they still out in the street?
They're moving toward the hotel.
Okay.
And just to give you guys a size, the hotel is a 2-story building. You guys are on the 2nd floor. First room on the right when you come up the front stairs. There's basically a hallway with 6 rooms. And at the other end is a set of stairs as well. And you knock on the door.
Portland's going to the door. I'm going to try and line up in a way where I can kind of see past them for the purposes of totally not MTC-related attacks.
Cool. So you position yourself. Portland swings open the door, and there is the proprietor of the motel, the guy that served you brunch downstairs, or breakfast, whatever it was. And he looks concerned. He says, "They're coming for you."
Fuck. Thanks.
Yeah, we saw that. You might want to get out of the way, honestly.
Well,
we don't want you getting hurt either.
You need to get out of here.
You're telling us. Do you have a way out?
You need to go to that other mechanic shop. They can hide you.
Other mechanic shop? Oh, do they know of us?
Yes, that's why I slipped you the note.
Yeah, we were already invited.
Right.
How far away is it?
It's across town. I can get you to the roof.
Yeah, okay.
That might be the start we need.
We really appreciate this, but you don't have to do this. It's going to just put you in the crosshairs.
They won't expect me to have helped you. I should be here. I should be opening doors for people. I'll bring them to your room, and if you're not here, then you're not here.
Fair enough. All right, we'll lead the way. Let's get moving.
Quickly, we don't have much time.
All right, well, I think this is where telekinesis kind of comes into its own. I'll grab hold of the 2 coma patients there.
Okay. What's their collective weight then?
10 ISP per 100 pounds.
Well, Sir Luc's going to be 40 alone.
Yeah, I should be able to lift Sir Luc with telekinesis and then lift Gotrich manually. The good old-fashioned way with my broad, manly shoulders.
Okay. And what's the duration on your telekinesis?
I don't know. I believe it is 2 minutes per level. 2 minutes per level.
All right, so 10 minutes.
So we got to move.
Okay, and just a reminder, Gotrich will have to roll to save versus coma and death in an hour. You'll want to spend time doing your psychic surgery on him before that, right? So that he gets the bonuses, or he gets the conditions based on your psychic surgery. Sir Luc, in an hour, will have 1 less physical endurance, essentially, to remain alive in coma. Right, he will still time out. Same with Gotrich. So they do need to be. Now they've been healed, which is good. But
practically speaking, they won't do any better if we can't get them out of this room. So it's kind of a necessary evil.
Sure, just kind of giving you guys an idea of the time frame here.
Yep.
So again, they have a 66% chance when you use psychic surgery, but I think there's a meditation time of something like 2d6 minutes.
Yes.
And then there's also whatever time it takes to actually do the surgery, which is why it's at once per hour sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
You also have to use psychic diagnosis first, but you've already done that for Gotrich. You would still have to do that for Sir Luc. And
Luke might be making one of his rolls unassisted.
Doesn't exist. There is no unassisted roll.
Well, then he's going to be making a really
He just times out, right? So if an hour goes by and he can't make a save, then he just loses that opportunity.
Okay.
Same with Gotrich. He made one save.
Yeah.
He's got to make 2 out of 3. And so, so if you can find ways of boosting their saving throws, right, by getting them save versus coma and death bonuses. I know Sir Luc.
I have Life Blast here that can help that.
Cool.
That might make the difference.
That can help.
But
Sir Luc has a bonus himself
first.
from his physical endurance, but Gotrich doesn't.
Let's get them out of this room first and foremost.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool.
So 40 ISP. Big guy's gonna float off. Little guy's gonna go riding on my shoulder.
All right. Portland, you are following behind?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Are you going back invisible or are you staying visible?
I think I'll try to go invisible, because then if I fall or fuck up, then they can't. So I don't know. They have cyborgs. Never mind. I'm gonna just keep visible.
Okay,
Because
cool.
if they can have cyborgs, they can see me. Then it doesn't matter.
All right. The proprietor takes you to the back stairs and brings you. Those stairs go down and up, whereas the front stairs only go down. And so he brings you up a flight of stairs to a door, which he unlocks. It's got a push bar. He opens it up, and there you are on the roof of a 2-story building. And he says to you, "It's that way." And he points. "Good luck." And he closes the door.
I'll give him a nod as he's pointing, and then in the direction that he has indicated.
Yep.
What are we looking at building-wise?
So you walk to the edge of the building there. There's an alley. This is basically the back side of the building. The front side is where the street is, where that group of 8 seem to be approaching, or they're already in the building. And you guys are on top. Basically on the other side of that alley is a 1-story building. So it's below. But you would still have to get across an alley.
All right, well, that's our first step. So I will float Luke over there and then unceremoniously drop him on the roof. And then I can't float myself with telekinesis.
No.
But if I'm floating Gotrich and the weight restriction holds, can I use him like a flying surfboard?
You could grab onto him, I suppose. Yeah, you can lift things that aren't you. So yeah, you can lift things you're standing on, or you could holding. Yeah.
Yeah. So I assume him to be less than 200 pounds, because that could add up mathematically to within the weight restriction I picked.
Yeah, well, I think, Gotrich, you were, 175? Something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
I am 175.
Cool.
Perfect. And at
Just
a svelte
dense.
195.
A dense little sphere of dwarf.
175, 3'11".
That's it. The weight turns out to not be a problem. It's grabbing onto a beach ball that's going to be the issue.
That's right. It's like trying to hold on to a beach ball.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'll look at Portland and say, wait here just a minute, and then, I don't know, bobble my way over there.
Yeah. I presume that you can hold on to him fairly well. Yeah, I mean, it's literally just grabbing on and holding on for dear life as you move him across there. And then Portland is left alone on the rooftop. Portland, as he's moving across there, can you give me a perception check? This is as he's floating over the middle of the alleyway. Well
16.
done. Well done.
Thank you.
You notice that the shadows on the alleyways on either side of this two-story building that you're standing on, the shadows in those alleyways, when you look at where they intersect the alley in the back, they're moving. It seems that people are approaching down either side of the building.
I see. And they're already over?
They're halfway across the alleyway at the back.
Shit. Okay. Oh, I could do a cloud of smoke, but I don't think that'd be a good idea. How, like, this cloud of smoke, how dark is this cloud of smoke? Like, is it very obviously magic?
Well, it looks like smoke, so it's not obviously magic, but it is by the description, a dense black smoke that is 30 feet by 30 feet by 30 feet.
Right.
Yeah, so it is dark. It'd be like I don't know, like burning tires, right? Like,
Yeah, I just feel like that'd be a little bit too conspicuous if I do that. That's all. Yeah. Okay. Oh man. So they're moving to the side. So they're not. I'm trying to picture this. So if we're moving from building to building, there's got to be an alleyway between the two buildings, or a gap between the two buildings that we're moving
yeah,
across.
I'm just going
And
to.
you're saying between the left and the right side of the other sides of the building that there are people moving that way?
I'm just gonna show you here.
Okay.
So there's the one building beside you. There's another. That's the building that you're on. And the building beside that. And then there's the one-story building behind you. And there's probably another building here. And so the shadows here, you can tell the shadows there and the shadows there. You can see them leaking into this alley in the back. Right? So that means that there's things coming down these side alleys toward you. If the sun is behind them, shining through, their shadows are visible to you.
Okay. And which building are we trying to move to?
You're trying to move to this one, and you're on this one.
Okay. And what direction were the people coming from?
This is the street back here.
Mm-hmm.
So they're moving down those alleys.
Okay. Oh, man,
Right, they'd be moving that way.
yeah. I hear you. Oh, man. Trying to think if I can make a diversion or something. Or do I just make like a huge diversion and just like attack something?
Well, they currently don't necessarily know where you are, right? You're on
Right.
top of the roof. These guys are floating down over from a two-story building to a one-story building over top of an alley. Sir Luc already laying on the one-story building.
Right. Fuck. Shit. Okay. I'm going to. God damn. Sorry, I'm taking so much time.
This isn't an easy puzzle to try and tease
No,
out.
but they are moving. They are moving down that alley. And Senate is only moving so fast across. Well, Gotrich
Yeah.
is only moving so fast, and Senate dangling from Gotrich.
I think there has to be a cloud of smoke. Otherwise, if they look up, they're going to see you. That's all I can really think of right now. I want to make it a bigger distraction, but
Yeah, it's a 30-foot high cloud of smoke, which is pretty good. And you'll fill
Yeah.
that alley would be up behind
yeah,
the building.
I'm going to use a
so.
cloud of smoke. I'm going to use a cloud of smoke here.
Okay, so you fill the alley behind with a cloud of smoke. 30 feet basically fills it up to probably the top. Well, the top of a two-story building. Yeah, a 2-story building is typically about 25 feet tall. So the smoke will spill over top of both the building you're at and the building you're going to, because that alley is not 30 feet wide.
That's
so,
fine.
Yeah, cool. So you cast and that fills up there.
Yep.
And you hear what sounds...
Right.
Yep, you hear what sounds like a bark of a dog. Senate, you make your way over to the other side of the... Best you can guess, there's now smoke all around you as you float across. Do you want to keep floating just to be sure, or do you want to drop? You think you're over top of the building, but...
I would probably try and touch down.
Okay, so you lower yourself till your feet touch and the gravelly roof across from you. And, bring Gotrich down. You look back and there is smoke between you and the other building that you came from.
And now I'm just kind of at a loss because I have no capacity to see through that. All right. Can I kind of kick my foot around to find Luke?
Yep. Yep, you feel around and there's a rather large man laying there.
Yep. And I will throw Gotrich on my shoulder and then... I mean, it would look visually like I was picking Luke up with one hand, but practically speaking, that's the telekinesis.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then, again, just trying to maintain an idea of where he is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll start moving off the roof while to the backside of the building, while saying, "Let's go."
Okay, you call out, "Let's go." Portland, you hear that across. And let's see. Oh, luckily they don't hear you. They're busy. You do hear them, Portland, you hear a few people kind of calling down below in the alley.
Okay.
They're back here. What are you going to do?
I'm going to cast See the Invisible on myself. So I can see through my own clouds of smoke.
That's not how See the Invisible works.
Oh shit, no, it's not.
No, it allows you to see invisible things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Shoot. Well, I know where the end is, do I not? See where the...
Well,
the end would-
you could just... Yeah, I mean, straight off the roof over the alley is the other building, 10 feet down or so.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to make this jump then.
Okay, so you're just going to give a run and a jump?
Yep.
Cool. Do you have gymnastics or acrobatics or anything like that?
As a skill?
Yep.
Climbing. First aid. I have athletics general.
Okay, cool. So you run. You can typically jump 4 feet across. Or sorry, what is it? What's the typical jump? 5 feet across is the typical jump. And how tall are you?
6 something.
Okay.
6'3".
All right. You're going for it. You're going to run. And we're going to put it to chance here. We're going to see if you gain enough momentum and are able to make that leap. So give me a d20 roll. High is better for you.
High is better for me.
Yep.
All right.
Normally, there's a part of my brain that kind of wants to see everybody else mess it up, but on this one, it's purely like, no, let's just get the hell out of here.
18.
There
Awesome.
you go.
My gosh.
Awesome. And you just blindly leap into the smoke, and and you can feel, you know how like walking through smoke, right? Like you can feel the smoke on your skin as you're flying through the air. and falling at the same time. And all of a sudden you realize, wait a minute, I might not make it. But that's when your chest...
I Neo the shit out of this thing and like just don't fall.
Your chest hits the side of the building, and your arms, you can feel gravel under your hands as you start to slide back.
Do I hear that impact?
You do, and Portland, you're wearing that MDC armor, so that impact doesn't do any damage to you. But yeah, you do hear it. There, Portland, Senate, it's behind you, and you slide back, and Portland, you do successfully hold on to the ledge of the roof there, and you can pull yourself up.
I will.
Gonna say I would probably drop the other two and go back to grab them.
But you can't see him; he's in the smoke still.
In the smoke.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So Portland, you scramble up. And I'm going to give one more perception check because some of your opponents, they've got that sweet infrared and thermographic. Yeah, and there you are scrambling up. And one says, I heard something over here. And it's down below. Portland.
Carpet all of them.
I should what now?
You should carpet all of them.
Well, I gotta get them all in one spot before I can do that.
And he can't even see his target right now. There's just all that smoke.
I was gonna say like that giant alley would be a nice straight little. That's fine.
All right, so Portland, you get up onto your feet. You move forward, hitting a couple things that are on the rooftop in the smoke there, but you don't really trip or anything. You can kind of make them out, but eventually you clear the smoke. You can see Senate there with a floating Gotrich and Sir Luc, or carried Gotrich and floating Sir Luc, rather.
Yeah. And I'll look back and just kind of go with the whole, nice.
Thanks.
Let's get the fuck out of here. And then so we're at the edge of this building now, right?
Yeah, you guys are about there. Yeah.
All right. What are we looking at?
Well, again, across the way there is there's a street here, and then there's more buildings across. And again, it's a one-story building, so you're about 12 feet off the ground or so when you're on the roof of the one story.
It might be faster to just run along the street instead of doing this leaps and bounds game. And I say that looking at Portland.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Only one way up, so if we can rappel down somehow, and then
so it's 10 feet, right?
Yeah,
more or less to get down.
Yeah. If you guys give me a successful climbing check, you can probably drop down without hurting yourselves.
Yeah, I'll try and do that. Can I do that with Gotrich on my shoulder?
At a probably minus 30 penalty. He's heavy and round. I don't know. He's not the easiest thing. That said, you still have telekinesis. You could move Sir Luc down and then move Gotrich down, then drop yourself down.
That's a lot of turns, though, is the problem.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, I might float Sir Luc down and then just try to jump the two of us.
Okay.
So the first turn will be Sir Luc again.
Okay. So you float him down?
Yeah.
Okay. Portland, what are you doing as he's floating Sir Luc down?
Gosh. I have an idea. I can't see them, so that's not going to be good. So we're floating on this side? Or are we dropping down this side? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Is there anything this way or no? Is there an alley this way or no?
Yeah, there'd be alleys between the buildings, yeah.
Okay. I think that I'm going to set down a carpet of adhesion here. so that I will make a sound or something like that. If there's noise being made, I'm hoping some of them will run through that and get stuck.
Cool. You cast your carpet of adhesion down the side of the building there. Again, it's only about a third of it is obscured by smoke, right?
Yep.
And you guys move along. The second action, Senate, you said you're going to jump down carrying Gotrich.
Yeah, so with that...
Do you have any
again,
gymnastics
I've
or
got a couple.
acrobatics or anything like that?
I've got gymnastics. I've got rappelling. I've got climbing. I've got backflip. We should go with that one because that's like 80%. Yeah, so rappelling, climbing, and... I mean, sense of balance, work, parallel bars and rings, or backflip. Pick your poison.
I'm going to say sense of balance just for basically landing properly, right? The falling part is easy. It's the landing and not getting hurt. So I'm going to go sense of balance check minus 30 for carrying such an awkward Gotrich.
Come on. Beach ball. Nope.
Okay, so that will be a d6 damage for each of you. It's about 10 feet.
Yep.
Cool. 4 for
And
you, and 4 for Gotrich as well. And he spills out onto the city or town street there. Portland, your turn.
All right. I am now going to move to the other side of this building.
Okay.
And cast a carpet adhesion on the other side.
All right.
So that if they run either side, they can hopefully get caught into one of these sticky traps.
Awesome. And I'm just going to do one roll for the group of them.
Oh,
And they fail their saving throw.
They feel that.
You live there now. Goodbye.
Yeah.
They're there
And
for a while.
cool. All right. And your third attack then, what are you going to do?
My attack?
Yeah, Senate's picking himself up off the ground, picking up Gotrich.
Well, now that I have both sides kind of
Yeah.
stuckied, I'm going to try to move down this.
Okay, give me a climb check if you want to just kind of dangle and drop.
What's a climb check? Is that just
Climbing
D20?
skill.
I do not have I have a repelling. Does that count?
Repelling
Climbing,
is
I climb.
yeah. I was going to say if you have repelling, you have climbing. Yeah. And unfortunately, you also
Really?
fall.
Oh, you swan dive, Sir Luke.
Yeah. Now you are you are wearing your armor, but you take 1 point of SDC damage from the fall. That's just as you kind of rattle in your armor, right?
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Cool. All right, but you can get up to your feet. You hear footsteps coming. You hear another bark, right? They're using magic this way, and they're like, I can't move, right? And right, I don't see them.
Let's go.
Can you move? Yeah, and
Time to go.
all right. So you begin to run or move as fast as you can, carrying these two. Again, you've got a few minutes, about 10 minutes of time to make your way. And we're going to see just how many minutes it takes. So I'm going to go like so.
For being a psychic, I'm really not the slowest creature on the planet.
I don't think I'm that slow either.
Oh, of course, when a natural 20 is not the best for you. Oh, wait.
Holy shit.
Me rolling a natural 20 is never the best for you. So it's going to take you 28 minutes to find this place as you start roaming around the city. I love the laugh.
Sure, why not?
Unreal. Unfucking real.
Yeah,
I know.
that's probably fine. Hang on a sec. Let's see if I can help clean that up just a little bit, because I have a whole pile of divination psionics.
Awesome. You could probably
look
clean
into
that
that.
up. It would be the one, I believe it's clairvoyance.
Yeah. It's not seeing the future, it's just knowing the unknowable. That's perfect. All right, let's do that.
Sure.
Well, this
Yeah.
kind of land navigation just to kind of help us out here.
You
I've seen your land navigation. I don't know, man.
What are you talking about?
I could roll. Oh wait, no, I can't.
It would be more at this point.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Keep speaking up, and your hair's going to start dragging on the dirt below. I'm just saying.
I kind of expect that it is anyways.
All right. So, yeah. Are you using clairvoyance then?
Yeah, it seems responsible.
All right.
Okay,
So
let me just find it in my laundry list of skills here.
I don't believe you have anything to roll anymore.
Oh, right, they changed it.
Yeah. So that's great. So your clairvoyance is accurate, and so it will help navigate your way. So it will divide your time in half, as you still need to cover the distance, but you don't have to do any backtracking or anything like that. And that means you'll have to expend one more round of telekinesis to carry Sir Luc.
So
Unless you want to not do that.
I've got a carry capacity of 360 pounds.
Okay.
Luke claims to be 360 pounds.
On the nose.
And you have nothing else you're carrying?
I surrendered everything except the clothes I'm wearing. And
Okay, then you can carry him.
You're
at your limit.
I have no problem disrobing and bagging him in the face for the probable as yet unknown by Senate sins of the past, but clearly known by Teku.
No need for that. You can carry him.
Need doesn't enter into it. That might happen pretty regardless.
I can levitate the other guy and just push him.
Well, if you can carry 175 pounds, we're there.
He can't.
Well, I have a physical strength of 8.
I'm sorry?
I have a physical strength of 8. I can lift 160.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to levitate him then.
He can carry 80.
I'll carry 80, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's weak.
Yeah.
He's very weak.
Yeah.
I'm not here to pass judgment on such things. That's not me.
Yeah, good.
But you can levitate Gotrich and push him.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll do
You
that.
can even go at a light jog.
Yeah, sure. I'll go at a fast jog. I don't give a fuck. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, you have the...
Senate is not
Skedaddle,
jogging.
skedaddle,
He's got his
skedaddle.
limit of carrying. He's just like, oh my god. Yeah. All right.
And again, how tall are you? Because there has to be parts of your body dragging on the ground, kind of no matter what I do.
I'm 6'3".
No. I mean Luke.
I'm 6'9".
Yeah, I'm 5'10". So with your
So
arms,
fold him in
like,
half.
just
He's
flapping around, you're still gonna wake up with freshly bruised knuckles,
Meh, it is what it is.
guffed up, evil hunting boots.
All right.
I guess I don't know.
You make your way to the other garage.
God.
Yeah, you do notice that there are other people in the streets. After all, there's way more than 8 of these guys. You manage to wait until they're not looking to run between buildings and the like, but you do eventually get there. Your clairvoyance certainly helping you avoid things. And the other garage is very much like your classic kind of 2 garage door, right? The glass panel garage doors that roll up, right? Like automotive repair garage. And you approach there, and you stand out front of it. What are you going to do?
I know the password.
Yeah, recalling the note, it just said go there at sundown, I believe.
That's right.
And I'm gonna knock on the door and say, "It's sundown. Open up."
Okay. And a man with a rather thick mustache, and who obviously hasn't shaved in a few days for the rest of his face, walks up to the door and looks through the glass, and he opens it up. He's like, "Come in, we're open."
And I'll start walking in and say, Your hotel manager sent us. Said you could help us out.
Oh, I see.
I know it's
see.
not sundown."
And he keeps
And I'll
holding the
look at
door
the two of
open.
them and
He keeps
Yeah,
holding
I'll
the
look
door
at the two
open
of
for
them.
the floating Gotrich to come in with
Yeah.
Portland pushing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll say, "I know it's not sundown, but things have clearly changed."
Mm-hmm. And he locks the door, but he doesn't change the open sign. And he says, yeah, come this way. And he brings you into the garage area where there's a couple guys working on a car. And he brings you over to the stairs that go down into the grease pit. He says, down here.
Perfect.
And yeah, on the other side of the grease pit is a small door that opens into a space under the garage floor. And yeah, he brings you back into what seems to be a mechanical room down there, but it's rather roomy. There's quite a bunch of stuff down there. But what's also down there is a room that has a table with the bare light bulb, a number of different kinds of chairs, like kitchen chairs and things like that, down here to placed around the table. And yeah, and sitting around in here are at least 4 other people. And he says, they made it a little early. And one of them stands up and says, I'm glad that you came. I'm the mayor of this town. The rightful mayor.
Hello.
I'll shrug Sir Luc off my shoulders, kind of let him flop behind me, take a step forward, and I'll hold out my hand pensively and say, I thought you were dead.
Well,
That was the sheriff, wasn't it? That was killed?
that was the former sheriff, yeah.
Oh, that was the former sheriff, that's right. Well, I'll still hold out my hand pensively, and things have gone a bit sideways.
Mm-hmm. Seems that way. Set them down over here. And he
Take
makes
them over.
yeah, some space down there. We don't have a lot of room down here, but we have enough to keep us safe for a little while. We need your help, obviously. These mercenaries are, well, they'll kill whoever stands in their way.
You want them gone, I take it.
Yes. Yes. We would very much like to have the town back to where it was. It'll never be the same, but yes.
Well, with due respect, the first step toward that end is getting our friends patched up. For us, that'll take time.
How many people you have on your side?
Just a handful that are able to come here and meet. I stay here with these 2, and he points to the other 2 people down here. In addition to him, we are the ones that they would love to find the most and make an example of. But they think we left town already, I think.
I'm going to look at Portland and give him a nod and say, I'm going to get started on these 2. I don't know what
He
they
says-
have available, but if you can come up with a game plan, put us on the right path.
The other guy, one of the other guys says, I'm a doctor as well. I can help. I'm also a psychic.
And you perform surgery?
Yes, he says. That's actually my specialty.
And I'll point at Gotrich and say, I've already worked on him. He seems to be on the mend from what I can tell. These are all fresh injuries. So if you can get him on the right path, that would help us along.
All right, cool. So you're both going to do psychic surgery.
Yeah.
Okay, so take some time there, but
I'm gonna nap. Finally.
are you going to cast your life, whatever it is?
Oh
blast?
yeah, cast my life blast. Sure. On both of them, or just me on one.
Your
No,
choice.
I'll probably do it on both of them. Yeah, I'll like blast both.
Okay, which adds 10%.
I'm trying to find it. There you go. It adds 10%.
Okay, cool. So Sir Luc and Gotrich, you guys get to save versus coma and death as though you were in a hospital, even though you're like under a mechanic like shop. Like, all get a bonus 10%, which means that you need to roll under a 76% Godric, which means you actually succeeded. Sir Luc, you get to roll with.
So I just roll the coma death on the thing there. Then?
That's right, and it'll add in your PE bonus already. Plus, you get an additional 10%.
Okay, where it says treatment level, what do I do?
Hospital.
Drop down for hospital.
Hospital? Okay, there you go.
Then plus 10.
There you go. That's one success for Sir Luc. Gotrich, you are out of coma. You become conscious.
How did you roll a 9?
I rolled a 009.
Oh, sorry. The other die was covered by some.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
All right. You can continue to do you or the doctor can continue to do psychic surgery to give Sir Luc another roll in an hour.
I'll ask the doctor if he's still up to the task.
Says, yeah, I can do it. Sure. He looks a little tired, but
Yeah.
I'm very tired.
Gotrich is on the mend.
yeah. Do you have another life blast, Portland, or?
I have 6 PPE left.
So no. Okay.
I don't.
All right. Cool. So you guys rest. Sir Luc, you get to do another save versus coma and death.
Before we get to that point, okay. Never mind.
Okay.
I didn't do it.
No. So that's another hour that goes by, and Senate. That means you get back two ISP.
Yeah. So that'll put me to enough to.
Unless you're actually meditating. Wait, are you going to meditate during that hour, or?
Well, I was going to try and use Mind Bond on Sir Luc, because we have an idea as to what happened with Gotrich. We don't have much of an idea as to what's going on with Sir Luc. And it would be nice to fill in some of the missing pieces.
Okay. That said, he has one more roll and then he's dead.
Oh, geez.
I would have done that at the same point that the doctor was doing his surgery, because I would still have enough left in the tank to do surgery of my own, provided we got to this point.
Okay, so then you don't get 2 back. Or no, you get 2 back an hour regardless. So you get 2 back.
Can I roll?
So
and then you get another 2 back, because it was for Gotrich and Sir Luc. Sir Luc has 2 hours gone, so that's 4 back total you have there. And
so that puts me to 31 ISB.
Okay, you're going to do the mind bond.
So the mind bond would be 10, putting me to 21.
All right, let's see if we can find out if there's a mind to bond.
Yeah, I've actually never thought about.
Should I roll again for my thing, or do you want me to wait?
Just
nobody's used psychic surgery on you yet.
Okay,
so
okay.
You gotta wait.
I might still let you die.
What's that?
He's still deciding.
Might still let you die.
Please don't.
All right, mind bond. Sir Luc, give me a saving throw versus psionics.
Oh, he gets a saving throw in a coma?
Yeah, it's just a natural response.
Oh, that's
okay.
lame.
Second. Sorry. Cancel. There we go.
Actually, being not in coma, he could allow you to. Then there would be no saving throw.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So saving versus psionics?
Yep, save versus psionics. And voila.
Oh, I saw that dice rolling toward a 1. I was real excited.
No mind bond for
Okay,
you.
that's fine.
Yeah.
In that case, we'll just go for psychic surgery, which is another, 14 ISP?
Yep. All right. And after anywhere from 2 to 12 minutes, Sir Luc, you can, he then undertakes surgery to try to repair whatever he can to get you to make another saving throw versus
All right,
coma and death.
I'm just rolling, so this will be I don't know what the plus is, but
there is no bonus because
okay.
Portland is not able to cast.
Okay. Oh, thank God.
Can I be
Ooh.
sleeping at this point? Because I'm just so exhausted.
You could meditate.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
was
think I should.
Yeah.
I was genuinely holding my breath.
You have a plus 22 to your
Yeah.
saves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
So you will also regain
kind of a unit when I'm not
consciousness.
getting I'm kind of a unit when I'm not getting the shit beat out of me.
Oh, here he comes. Sorry, what was that?
No, it'll still be a while. Don't worry about that.
All right. And there you guys are.
So I'm conscious.
You are conscious. You're sore. You look like crap. And Gotrich, you are also conscious. Everybody's conscious in there.
Where are we?
Somewhere between up Shit's Creek and literally under a mechanic shop.
Well, I know how I got here. How the hell did he get this way? I just want to say as I'm kind of looking at... Well, I guess I don't have visible injuries anymore from the healing.
How long have I meditated for?
I don't know. How long do you want to meditate for?
Well, if it was during the time they were performing...
It would only have been an hour.
Yeah, so I'll just do an hour meditation then. How's that?
Okay. So you just need to make a roll on your skill. You should have a meditation skill now.
Yep, I do. Sweet. Yeah, 15 back.
Cool.
All right. Anywho, how he got like that? He got his ass kicked by a crazy and almost died.
Yeah. Well, that was
The same crazy that
The same crazy.
is coming after me.
Yep.
apparently, yeah, that one.
So I've got to ask what everybody did to piss off same crazy.
I didn't piss off anybody.
Well, I was, I left the bar because that was no purpose for me there. I wasn't doing anything. And I made my way to check on my robot vehicle. And then the guys in the shop got me started on drilling some holes to put in, to get the power all set up for the city so they'd have some electricity. And then this crazy came and started talking shit. I, tried to just keep going about my business, and he jumped up on the tractor and pulled out a blade and started swiping at me. I just tried to get the hell out of there, but he was way faster than I was.
So the crazy saw you working and jumped you.
Pretty much.
Nothing set him off.
I have no idea. If he thought I was driving somebody's tractor that he knew, I have no idea.
Okay. And your story, Sir Luke?
After I helped stabilize Portland, I went out the back to track to see.
I was fine.
Oh, sorry, not Portland. Sorry, Gotrich. Gotrich. I went out to see if I could track him down, and I saw that he was on the roof. I tried to get on the roof and was wildly unsuccessful doing that. He jumped down. I figured, well.
You can actually hear Sennett's eyes narrowing when he says, well.
You can actually hear my eyes roll back into meditation.
They're
cut off all, connection with the world here.
Suffice to say that it didn't end well.
No, that's not really suffice it to say, actually, because.
But you know it's okay though, Sir Luke,
Why?
because you ended up getting him in the end anyways.
It's my time. My eyes narrow. Like, what are you talking about? He beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, but he was bleeding pretty well himself. When I saw him in the alleyway, he was not good. And he collapsed. That's probably why they're after us.
What? He was laughing at me.
Well, he's crazy. That's what crazies do.
This is my favorite.
So Luke is just like dumbfounded. Like it's not what he remembers does not conform with what he's being told, but he's also doesn't have any reason to believe that Portland's lying to him. He's just like, did I like black out or something?
At this point, the former mayor says, "Wait, you killed Fast Hands?" He says to Sir Luke.
I didn't think so. What? Are you sure?
Yeah, he was bleeding out pretty good. I'm gonna just give, as I'm saying, I'm gonna give Tenet the side eye. And
yeah, no, I know exactly what you're doing. Like,
yeah, man,
yeah,
he was bleeding out pretty good.
So
He was like,
Sir Luke, I need you to give me a
he
perception. Sir Luke, give me a perception check.
Okay, a second here. All
fail
right, perception.
this?
Can you fail?
Oh, I fail the things I should succeed on and succeed on the things I should fail on. So, perception. There we go.
A 17. So, perception of 17. Is basically you can see things that are difficult, right? So
Yeah.
you notice his subtle side eye there.
So I'll look at Portland and kind of narrow my own eyes and just without looking at the mayor, I go, yeah, I guess I killed him.
That's very good, he says. That's very good. Listen. We can help you. This facility has extra energy clips and can recharge them. We have supplies here.
Have any weapons to plug into these, or to have these e-clips plugged into?
Unfortunately, no, but we can repair them, and armor and vehicles here as well. We have our healer.
I have a question before we continue here.
Yes.
He rolled against me to see if I was lying, right? Was that what it is, or just the side eye?
He just wanted to see if he could detect the side eye that you were giving to Senate.
Okay, but he doesn't know if it's a lie or not.
There are a few things in this game to tell you whether or not somebody is definitively lying.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, thank you.
I could be suspicious of what happened, but I'm not. Yeah, it's one of those things.
I'm just wondering whether Gotrich lying stone cold to everyone in the room, whether anyone had a perception check. just curious.
Well, he wasn't trying to give a tell, right? Like,
fair enough.
Do you have mental affinity bonuses or anything like that, Portland?
Me?
Yeah.
What would that be exactly?
Under your MA, you would have like trust, intimidate on your character sheet, front page.
Oh.
No, you don't.
Okay, I don't.
Yeah. So.
All right.
The mayor says, "Listen, Liberty is not an extremely wealthy town, and the bad cats have caused a lot of costly damage to it. But as a reward, if you're successful in ridding the town of them, we would give each of you 50,000 credits, and you could stay for the next 6 months here for free. We would feed you, we'd keep you sheltered well into the winter, through the winter."
We have two big problems. One immediate and one also sort of immediate. The immediate one is that, we don't have, most of us don't have our weapons. The only weapons we have are essentially our psionics, our magic, and my psi swords. The other one is that it's all well and good to be here for 6 months, and that's kind of irrelevant in some ways because we got the swarm on the way.
Also, that's the priority now, is the swarm.
I was just going to look at it and go,
Or we all die.
yeah. But I'm not saying that we shouldn't do it. It just, sorry, my brain is somewhat scrambled.
Well, please, there's...
Well, why wouldn't we do it? I mean, like we talked about helping people in their towns. We know that when the swarm gets to this town, whether or not we're here, whether or not this group of mercenaries are here, this town is going to be toast. Because all those people who are saying that they're going to protect them are going to leave.
Yeah, that's true.
So why don't we get rid of them?
It's fine. We can do that. We're gonna get a lot more than just a bunch of us, man. Yeah, we gotta hit them at like little bursts. Like we can't hit them head on when they're all there. We gotta like pick and choose, and then just slowly knock them off.
So like gorilla.
Very much so.
So, you had mentioned a weakness, and I'll turn to Portland.
Mm-hmm.
And as I say that, I'll just kind of move to the ground, as usual, in some sort of a lotus position.
Okay.
And frankly, my brain is tired too.
Yeah, I'm gonna spill out to them what we were planning to have a conversation about at the hotel. If we had all gone to the hotel, and about Red and the possible descent of many other Hellcat people.
Okay.
Bad cat.
The-
Bad cat. Bad cat.
Bad cat. The mayor gets visibly upset. He says, "You cannot trust him.
Why is that?
He burnt down my house. He took my wife. You cannot trust him. He's lying to you."
I mean, that may be, but he doesn't like what's going on either. Maybe he's putting on an act right now. I realize he's done some bad afflictions to you, but if we can get any help, I'm not saying I'm putting all my trust in this guy. That's not eggs in the basket, but there are some possible dissenters, is what I'm trying to get at. And really, any ally that we can get, especially a more powerful one like him, on the inside, might be to our benefit. Even if we just use him in the end. If we can knock down a few people in our way, you guys can do what you want with him at the end. But I feel like he might help get
The simple reality is any distraction is a good distraction, but we don't know for sure that we can trust him.
Well, dissension in the ranks is always useful, though.
Agreed.
He'll betray you. He'll betray you,
I'm sure
says
he
the
will.
mayor. He just kind of moves away and...
And as long as he's willing to betray the sheriff along the way, it's a step in a direction. Maybe not the right direction, but it puts less of them on the board for us to deal with.
And with that, we will call the end of this episode here. As we leave the characters planning their next move. If you liked what you heard, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to hear from you down below in the comments. Hit like, join us on our Discord, share this out, let people know we're here, let people know we're playing some Rifts old school. I'm Magnum Pi, here with Teku Golgoth of Holle and Dark Templar, and we are Initiative Zero.